Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to follow the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It helps us more than you could imagine. Boys and girls, it is episode 18 of the Fellas Podcast.
How can you say boys and girls? It's fellas and felitas here, bro.
I knew that, but I was testing you.
Go again. You can start again. You're allowed to start again.
Fellas and Felitas, it is episode 18 of the podcast. We ain't missed a single week, baby. Consistent kings.
I'm worried that you're going to jinx it.
No, we're not going to jinx it. We're not going to jinx it. In fact, speaking of jinxes, when we yawn, do deaf people think we're screaming?
I heard this one before, you know.
So imagine, right? Go for it. I can't hear you. It does look dodgy.
You know what though? When you yawn, your eyes sort of close, whereas when you scream, it's like your eyes are still open. You know what I'm saying? Whereas when you yawn,
I can. You know what? I've got a big mouth.
I've got a bigger mouth.
So if it came down to it,
yeah, you could take a whole.
I could take a hog.
You could take a hog.
I could probably get two in there.
Yeah, double hog.
Depends on the girl.
Do you reckon a girl's taking a double hog, mate? Probably.
For sure. It all depends on like how loose her jaw is, right?
Can she dislocate her jaw and eat two hogs? Who knows?
Yeah. Well, welcome back to the podcast. Yeah,
we're here. It's been a very uneventful week. Me and Chip were talking before this podcast. We were there like, you know what? Previously in podcasts, the week between the last one is, you know, you go out, you do things, stories about things that happen, and we live relatively eventful lives, and things tend to be happening. And unfortunately, while you're in lockdown, that's just not the case. But we did get some good news from Big Boris last night. Yep,
lockdown will be hopefully kind of fully lifted by the 21st of June.
Everything will be lifted.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. And then we've still got stages, like school's going back in March. April, we've got theme parks opening, couple of things, outdoor pubs.
Yeah, I don't know the exact bits and pieces of it, but it's just staggered. And eventually, come the 21st of June is when like nightclubs and stuff open up.
Get me a bev.
Oh my
outside.
God. I just want pubs, restaurants. That's the main thing for me. Because I feel like when you have that, you can then socialize with your friends. And to me, pretty much, I can live life with those.
Oh,
you know?
Get me a steak.
Oh boy, that's a sus face. You're doing that TikTok face.
That steak, baby. Medium rare.
You know, I'm glad that you go medium rare. By the way, if you guys are listening in and you don't, and you don't get your steaks, I would say medium is okay. Anything above medium, so I'm talking medium well or well done, you guys are missing out.
Not
seriously.
Only that, but that's some dodgy behavior.
Very suspect behavior.
Because it just tastes so much better. Yeah. Succulent juices flowing out of that pink meat.
Now, it can be, a lot of people think, oh, but I don't like the blood. Then don't eat a cow.
That is so true.
Oh, it just makes me feel weird. You're eating a cow in the first place.
Exactly.
If a bit of this red blood, whatever it might be, is going to put you off, then the vegetarian life is calling for you. Yeah. Go be a vegan.
Have a chicken or something. You know?
No. Go be a vegan. Because at the end of the day, you can't hack it. You're not built for this lifestyle. Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
So go get yourself, and not only that, but it's a disrespect to the cow. Yeah?
It is.
Because guess what? You've just gone and eaten that dead cow. That dead cow died for you. Okay? And you're going to have it in its shittest form. That is mad. I won't have it.
So true. You don't disrespect a cow like that.
No way.
You got to eat that fucker properly. That's what I'm saying. But also, another crazy one, speaking of cows, if you buy a bigger bed, you're left with more bedroom, but less bedroom.
Yo.
I just dropped that one on you.
Spun me.
I'm going to have to thank TikTok for that one because, you know, them TikTok videos where it's guys playing GTA, just riding around crazy tracks and they're just chatting Mecca. Wassa. That was that one. That was it.
So do you have more bedroom? I would argue you have less bedroom.
No, but you if you buy a bigger bed.
Yeah. You have more bed space.
But you've got... I like that. Mm-hmm. That's good thinking.
I'm coming with that knowledge,
yeah, that
boy.
That was knowledge. But yeah, that's all I've got today for the podcast. So can you take it away?
Now we're done.
Please take it away. We can talk about my bet.
Oh, wow. Okay. Everybody run through sorry, everybody. You run everyone through what you achieved this week. So, as you guys know, we have a current betting competition. Really quick, we were given £100 at the beginning of the month. It's the person who can end up with the most amount of money wins. Now, Chippo, if I am not correct, you were somewhat in the pits. You weren't doing very well.
I was in the middle, really, because a lot of
What was
people
your
are
balance?
stinking. About £55 before I
Okay,
placed
so
a bet,
you're
I think.
middle of the
I
pack.
think, or £50. Yeah, middle of the pack. And I'm thinking to myself, right, the mighty Showtime Reds are on tonight. The Horny Reds are playing. I'm going to slap a couple bets on. So I've slapped on Marcus Rashford and Bruno to score for a £5. Returns £25. That's decent.
Okay.
But then I went and placed £2 on Marcus Rashford to score first and Manchester United to win 3-1. Obviously, me knowing ball like I do, the bet has come through and I have risen to the top.
Who were you playing?
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
So Rashford scores first and I'm thinking, this is looking all right. This.
Everyone in the chat is like, oh my God.
Then Newcastle score.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's on if we score 2 more.
Yeah.
Who scored the second goal for us? Not too sure, but I think it was, I don't know. But
Bruno scored the third.
I know Bruno scored the third. And when Rashford went down for that pen, I was like,
yes.
do you know that moment? It was like
Yeah.
60-something minutes, 70th minute, and I'm just sat there like, please score. And then, as much as I hate to do this, I'm like, I don't want us to score again. And we looked like we were going to score. So it was
Really?
tense all the way up, and then I won 100.
So you didn't cash out at any point. You stuck it out.
We rode it out. And the cash out was like 50 quid, 60 quid, 70 quid, kept going up. And I was just like, got to ride this out. And now I'm at the top.
Diamond hands.
Baby, you already know.
You huddled to the end. And now you are now winning the entire thing with what, 150 quid in the bank?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, you ended up with like 180, but then you went and spunked 20 quid on PSG to win and they drew.
It's just it happens.
Okay.
I put up PSG to draw and they lost to Monaco. But, I'm still top of the pack.
You are. And that's very impressive. That's very good. I'll be honest, I'm on the ropes, fella.
How much have you got left?
I've got about 22.
Remember, we started with 100 quid, guys.
£22.
You got £22?
£22. The bookies have had me off here. Not only that, but the good news is I am not last. And the two people sitting in last right now, so the rule is the minimum bet every time you bet must be £2. Now, Reeve and Harry Rotushaw are both sitting on £2. So they're having to wait until the final day to make a hero Aka.
I need Harry to lose.
Yeah, because as you guys know, the forfeit is the loser must upload a video to their second channel saying, like reading out essentially a letter or a script that all the boys have written and put together. And then not only that, but then the winner, who at the moment is looking like you, Chip, if you don't mess it up, will then receive all of the money that video makes. And we all know if Harry loses, you're going to come away with a couple of grand here.
Yeah,
some bread.
I'm getting some bread.
Yeah, some serious
So I just need Harry to slap that bet on and go down.
Yeah. All the best, mate. It's been good.
Yeah, no, it's been enjoyable. I'm top of summer, not like FPL, but
yeah, the FPL stuff it's tricky. It's a bit sticky. By the time you guys are watching, we'll either be in crippling depression or we will have survived the double game week, and we will be fist bumping.
Yeah, probably not for me anyway.
Anyways, run me through what you're drinking today.
I'm
we haven't
drinking,
done this for a while.
Yes, I know you guys always want to know what we're drinking, and I've gone for a crazy one today. Vodka.
And Red Bull.
How the fuck did you know?
I definitely didn't see you pour it, mate. Yeah, we've actually both gone pretty lame today. I've gone
sugar-free as well, by the way.
Sugar-free Red Bull.
Yeah, I'm on my vegan shit.
Oh yeah, because vegans can't have sugar.
No, but they're just like, you know how vegans are.
There's probably... I've just gone for gin and lemonade. So we've actually been very boring today. That's poor from us, really. But it has to be said, I was drinking a little bit earlier today because now finally it's not minus 1,000 degrees outside, and so I've been able to go outside. I had a beer on my roof today.
You had a bevy on the roof?
I loved it, mate. It was absolutely phenomenal.
That sounds beautiful. I did not have a bevy on the roof because I don't have one. I do have a balcony.
Yeah.
There's not much on the balcony. There's really nothing going on there.
Yeah.
It's quite dark on the balcony because the sun doesn't hit it.
It's a good chat. I like this.
There's an old Christmas tree box on there. I'm saving it.
Is your Christmas tree still up, by the way?
Look, in my life, Christmas lasts for multiple months. It's a celebration of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it needs to be a year-round thing. Christmas should be all year.
I've still not taken it down, and I know there's a Donny over on the other side, opposite my apartment, and I can see his Christmas tree. And and he keeps turning his on every day, and I keep looking at him, and I know he's looking at me, and I know that if we meet on the street,
it's a madness. I reckon what's happening is you've started the Christmas tree war. You have looked at him and you have said, "I'm not putting mine down."
I'm not.
Are you putting yours down?
No.
And he's going, "I'm not putting mine down until he puts his down." And so now you've created the Christmas tree.
Yeah, and I'm thinking when girls start coming around to my flat, they'll see the Christmas tree and think, "Wow, this guy really loves Christmas." That will then lead to
them walking out the door thinking, "What a weird Donny. Why is there a Christmas tree up in March?"
That is a possible option, but you all know that women love Christmas.
They do.
Okay? So they're going to love me. Right, ladies? Ladies? Especially you lot on Spotify.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, did you guys like our little intro?
Yeah. Did you guys? What did you guys think of my voiceover? Did I sound sexy? We
decided to choose Chip's voice for the voiceover just because we think it's a little bit more
yours
natural.
is quite harsh, like breaking computer laptop speakers and shit.
Yeah. No, I did think this.
Well, I'm quite mellow, I sound like an angel coming out of the sea. Ooh.
People are gonna think we started doing crack cocaine, bro.
Well, it's lockdown, so if there's ever the time, it's right now.
Black tar heroin. That could bark. Oh no!
Are we getting?
Oh no! BTS Alex is fuming because he can just see the demonetization slipping away.
The yellow little dollar that when you have a YouTube channel and you get limited.
Everything, guys. I'm telling you, we are so in the mud. Yeah. We're so in the mud. Everything. We're literally we want to move to a new studio because we are expanding. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
But so like we're like tripling, quadrupling the size of the studio to accommodate for some new projects.
Hopefully some new staff coming on as well.
Some new staff coming on, exactly. But the issue is that comes with more P's, and it doesn't help that now all of our stuff is getting demonetized.
Yeah.
So, we have that. But we are making moves on the merch as well, so we'll...
Yeah, the merch is in the process.
Pending.
Like, it's further along than it was, so that's what we can say.
Yeah. Anyways, we've got a little advert now, guys. Now, by the way, I just want to say, I think... I think, Chip, you and me, we need to up our rates on these ads because first and foremost...
Yeah, so who's this one for?
So this one, we got Beer 52, but I'm not going to lie. Every time we do an ad, we're getting Instagram DMs of screenshots of people supporting the companies that we're doing, which we love, which we really appreciate, and please don't stop it because it helps us out a lot. But we might have to double up the prices, bro.
Yeah, so Beer 52, if you're watching this, I absolutely love your brand, but do you love ours?
Yeah. You know what? And if you do, let's just double the price. Let's do that.
Let's work something out because right now, the monetization.
Yeah, it's pain. All right, here we go.
Finally.
So, Chip.
Yep.
How does a free case of 8 Belgian craft beers sound?
Sounds absolutely amazing.
I'm not even going to lie. I literally had beer today on the roof. Now that the sun's coming back out, beer season's back. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
But they are saying we might not be able to go anywhere at the minute, but Beer 52 are giving you the opportunity to transport yourself, figuratively, to a cozy Belgian beer cafe. We love that. Belgian beer is actually class. I've had it a lot when every time I go to Belgium for like Tomorrowland and things. The beers there, they're phenomenal.
Hit different.
They're class. But yeah, you can celebrate the country's ancient and world famous beer expertise with a case of 8 craft beers from some of their finest breweries for free. All you have to do is go to beer52.com/fellas, and you do have to pay the £5.95 postage, but the actual case of beers itself is free. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, if you do the maths on it real quick, 8 beers for just shy of £6. That's phenomenal.
Class.
And it's getting delivered. It's getting delivered to your house.
That's a
no-brainer. Yeah. But yeah, Beer 52 boffins are on a demented mission to find the very best beer anywhere on the planet. Every month, they visit a different country, find the best small batch breweries, sample the best beer that they have, and then carefully curate a case to be sent to their lucky members.
That is actually class.
Banging.
That's a great idea.
So they've got Belgian ones going out right now, which is...
So it's always a different, like each month?
Yeah. Ooh. Exactly. And because you become a member and they just send out the different ones. But the good news is depending on beer, some people like dark beer, some people like lighter beers. You can actually go ahead and choose which one you want. And personally, I prefer lighter beers than I do dark beers. So yeah, I personally go for the light one. And it also comes with a cheeky little magazine as well. Nothing naughty though, guys. Come on, keep your heads clean. But yeah, you guys can go ahead and check that out. There's no minimum commitment. You can just take the free case if you want. And look, that's it. Try the beers, see what you think. And if it's not for you, you can pause, cancel anytime you want. So go ahead, check out beer52.com/fellas to claim your free case of 8 craft beers. Fantastic.
Amen, baby. Amen. Well done. Smashed it again. Those overwater swimmer lungs. They hit different.
They are, mate. They're phenomenal.
I got one for you. Okay.
Talk to me.
We've already said top 3 movies of all time. That we've done that. What are your top 3 video games of all time? Like, what's the first? When I said what's your favorite video game, what's the first thing that comes? It can be old. It can be new.
I know it right now.
I feel like for you, it's got to be something like when Party Chat was about and the boys were getting on it, or is it older than that?
No. The best game I've ever played is
you're gonna say some bullshit, and I just
it's called Bully.
Oh, all right, Nah, Bully was a banger.
Bully. I don't know how many people listening ever played it, but it came out on PlayStation 2.
Rockstar, isn't it?
I think it was made by Rockstar. Essentially, you were a school kid. And you could go around, and it was like GTA, but you're a school kid essentially.
It was so good.
It was honestly one of the best games I've ever played.
Yeah.
And what you could do is you could grab like kids in your class and take them to the toilet, and you could like put their head down the toilet and swirly them. It was called, and you flush the toilet while putting their head down it. It was carnage, mate. What a game that was! And why was there never a sequel?
Every year, like rumors of a sequel start again.
Yeah,
I think they will do one. But you know, when it came out in the UK, it was almost impossible to buy. I could never buy it because I could never find it to buy because it was sold out.
Really?
And not only that, but they had to change the name from Bully to the name of the school in the game, like Canum or something.
Yeah.
Because the name Bully is
It's too nuts.
Belter game though.
Very good.
You just threw me back there.
That's really good.
I wasn't expecting that.
The second one, it's probably another Rockstar game actually, would be the latest GTA.
GTA 5.
Yeah.
Big bang.
And just because I'll be honest with you, I don't even play like the online or the multiplayer stuff, but the story
was too
had me by the nuts.
Yeah.
Phenomenal game.
Trevor, Franklin, Michael, those were the Donnies, the three amigos.
100%. And then third, and you could argue this was first as well, but would just be Modern Warfare 2. Just because of the times that I had in Modern Warfare 2, it's when I started making YouTube videos.
Classic.
It was just, mate,
it's
the life back then was different. It was roses. There was rainbows everywhere in my life.
Modern Warfare 2 was the one. Going for nukes and stuff.
Oh.
What a life. What a lifestyle that was. When you get home. Was Modern Warfare 2 the one with the ACR?
Yes.
That one, that was a laser.
Bro, it didn't move.
I swear back in the day, they never used to nerf the guns. They just bang them in the game and say, look, boys, just fucking go for it.
You had one-man army, noob tubes, so you could just have infinite noob tubes, and they just couldn't be arsed to like make changes to games. It wasn't a thing back then.
Damn, you just got me back.
Yeah,
those are some absolute belters.
So that's my top 3. What are you saying?
Bloody hell. I would definitely like to say that Modern Warfare 2 is in there, and that's going to be number 3.
Yeah.
Second, you ever played a game called Fable?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I fucking loved Fable.
Really?
That was a banger. It was just like a little RPG game that set back in the day with swords and stuff, but it was made in England.
Hella neaky.
Made in England, so all the but it was like comedy as well.
But so
and it's like
neaky,
British humor. Fuck right off, bro. You played Skyrim, right?
Yeah.
It's just like that, but funny
That's
vibes.
neaky, bro. That game.
So
neaky.
And then number 1 will be like Halo 3.
Halo 3.
I was different at Halo.
Really?
I love that game. Yeah.
I did enjoy Halo as well, but it was Xbox only, right? Or
it
was
Xbox. It still is Xbox and PC.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a little bit before this current. It went from Halo 3 to COD. That was a switch, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's true.
But yeah, those were bangers.
All right. Okay. So those are your top 2 games. Right. We've done movies before.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've done movies. We've done games. I want another top 3 from you. TV shows.
Ooh, TV shows. Yeah. We and you have already said this.
No anime allowed.
Okay, we've already said this, and I think this counts, but I'm just going to say season 1 of Prison Break
is number 1.
Different. Yeah. I don't know about number 1, because it would be, but if you can't just have one good season and then be the best.
That's true.
Breaking Bad is 100% up there.
I thought it hooned.
Nah,
I'm serious, bro. I'm serious.
No, you didn't.
I swear to God. Do you want to know why?
How far did you get?
I watched the first season, bro. Okay, and the truth is,
I know you watched 3 eps.
I swear to God,
3 eps.
I've watched the full thing, and it moves so slowly.
Yeah, it does. It does.
That's the problem.
It's a build-up, baby.
I don't care. I'm done with the problem. It's the same with Game of Thrones. Yeah. Well, Game of Thrones is a little bit different because Game of Thrones was just there's too much shit going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with Breaking Bad, people that always tell me, Cal, watch a series, but you gotta watch the first season before you start getting into it. Then that TV show is an L because it shouldn't have to take me an entire season to get into a show.
It's not about you getting into it. It's just about it's a little bit of a slow build up.
I don't like that, bro. I got shit to do.
You don't enjoy that.
No.
But if you can get past that, then you're like, I've caked it. Because now you've got all the background info and all the shit bits that you needed to know, and now they're ready to take you in full steam, grab you by the balls, and take you to a place you've never been. They're gonna lick them. They're gonna grab them and squeeze them. Them balls are going to go.
I've been getting a sharp pain in my right ball lately. Yeah,
really?
I don't actually. Is that bad?
Do you want me to check them?
No, I do check them.
I would check your balls for you.
No, I can check my own balls.
No, but if you bend over, I would do that. For
okay, I appreciate. If I ever don't have hands,
I think we should do that though, just in case.
Okay.
But I couldn't think of a final TV show. Can you throw some at me? I couldn't think of one off the top of my head.
Desperate Housewives. I swear to God, it bangs up.
Vampire Diaries.
No, that's a stinker.
I was joking, by the way. I BTS out. Don't pipe up. That was banter.
Wait. Are you saying Vampire Diaries? Power.
Nah,
that's a stinker.
Nah. Power is good, but it's nothing like that. I also didn't like the ending.
Don't put it on. Don't put it in the top 3. That's disgraceful.
Come on. There's got to be something else. I can't think on the top of my head.
Queen's Gambit.
Not watched it all, but I can tell it's going to be really
phenomenal.
Good. It's like I'm like 2 episodes in. Oh, come on, another TV show. Come on. I would say Game of Thrones, but the last season was so dog shit that it genuinely isn't even in my top 10.
I'm trying to think. That's the annoying thing is I can't actually think off the top of my head these TV shows. I should. I mean, realistically,
and I'm not going to say something like Stranger Things because that would just be disrespectful to TV shows in general. It's good, but it ain't.
Don't try and slap it in the top.
Yeah,
do you know
for
what I mean?
sure. Same for Mandalorian, another banger, but I won't put it top 3 of everything.
But once again, that's just because Star Wars is hella neaky. So like,
stop this, bro.
Bro, I swear
Star Wars is cold. If you watch Star Wars, you are cold as ice.
Bro, Star Wars stinks.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, I've got a question for you. Lord of the Rings, Star Wars. What's the other like?
Don't come with the question and not even have it ready.
No. There's a third one.
Harry Potter or Marvel is what people normally.
Oh, okay. Let's go with Harry Potter. Okay, give me your top. Rank those in order.
Okay. 3rd is Harry Potter. That's not me saying it's bad. I fucking love it, it's just 3rd. Okay. 2nd, and this is like I would say the films are better of the second one.
Sorry, no, I'm only talking films.
No, the films are better.
Sorry, yeah.
But I prefer the universe of Star Wars. So 2nd is Lord of the Rings for me, and then first will be Star Wars.
Okay, that's very interesting. Because
I would say Lord of the Rings films.
I would flip that on its head. Harry Potter is number 1 by an absolute landslide.
Harry Potter is number 1
by so far, bro.
It is a belter.
It's unbelievable.
It is a belter.
It is the best.
As a kid, so popular with that girls love it as well.
And guys, bro, and lots of guys. All right.
Yeah, guys do. I love it.
Yeah, but the thing is, what I find is that it's just like you start with Harry Potter, and then it just gets like more neckbeardy as it goes down. Like, and then you eventually get to Star Wars, and it's just the ultimate like.
Is Star Wars 2nd at least?
I don't know, bro. It might have to be 3rd, you know. I swear to God. No, actually, do you know? I'm gonna put it 2nd. I will actually put Star Wars 2nd because I love R2D2 and them man.
Can you name a couple of Lord of the Rings characters?
Yeah.
Because I know you can name some Star Wars ones.
Aragorn.
That's impressive, and I know you can name multiple Star Wars characters.
Yes, R2D2.
Yeah.
Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah. Why are you naming
because
these
I look like Jar Jar Binks.
Bro? You're naming the proper obscure.
Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, give me some more. You know,
Darth
that's what
Vader.
I mean. That it's a famous. It's very. You got famous characters. Darth Vader is like one of the most iconic villains.
It's just like the people that are really fanatic over it are fucking losers. That's the only problem.
You think that the whole Darth Vader reveal was really good though?
I don't care about that stuff, Chip.
That was amazing though.
I don't care about it.
You never watched it. Your parents never made you, and then you would be like, "Oh, it's his father."
Oh yeah. I've seen that bit and stuff like that.
That's what I mean.
But it's not something like etched in my memory. Like I don't remember the time I sat down to watch Darth Vader be like, "Oh, I am your father."
But your parents didn't love you properly, did they? Right, if you're watching,
now that I'm thinking about it, actually.
Mr. and Mrs. Harry. Great family, by the way.
What did you used to watch as a kid? Was there as a kid, Power Rangers? Oh my god, bro.
No, you know what? You have reached elite Neek levels there. Them
what did you watch?
Spandex running around, cutting about.
What did you used to watch then?
Bro, I know you definitely know this, Donnie. You're surely talking to me about Courage the Cowardly Dog.
that guy is a driller.
He's a driller. He was a driller. And this Donnie, he was moving like Elon Musk from early. Dexter's Laboratory.
Oh my god, Dexter used to bark off my man.
This guy was the best.
Hit different. He had like the maddest setup. Yeah, I used to go there. I was like, imagine if like
10K gaming setup.
Yeah, man, he could plug like a PlayStation into any one of those monitors and it would just bang. Yeah, Dexter's Lab was serious.
Ed and Eddie.
Yeah, I didn't mind that. Ed and Eddie was all right, but then I used to think like they're just stupid.
You remind me of like Ed, the tall one.
The top Donnie.
I can never figure out.
The alpha.
No,
yeah. He was the alpha.
It wasn't the alpha.
Ed, and Eddie. Ed was the alpha for sure, bro. He has the shortest name. How can he not be the alpha?
Nah, the alpha was the little one, bro. The little like box one. It looks like Ali.
What, Gib? Gib. So you're calling Gib the alpha?
In this show.
Yeah. What other shows were there?
Sorry, I'm completely on the one side of the shot here.
That's all right.
Another one, Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, my sister used to watch that. I would come in and then I would do a WWE wrestling move on her and then take the remote control and swatch at Power Rangers. Come on.
Your older sister.
My younger sister.
Did you ever spark her out?
Bro, okay, let me tell you some stories. Yeah, you've unlocked a catalog of stories here. So my sister was the ultimate finesse. She would finesse me all the time. Yeah,
I need to hear this. Here we go.
My dad would. Okay, so just to give you a quick family dynamic, my mum would always sort of like take my side in things. My dad never took my side, no matter what. Yeah, and not only that, but it would. If I was ever in trouble, my mum would say, "Wait till your dad's home." Oh my god, the fear, the anxiety, everything. I'll be sitting in my room pacing. Yeah, I had like a little mini basketball hoop in there.
Well.
I'm just doing dunks on that for 3 hours till my dad gets home. Yeah,
I used to do the same thing.
Yeah, so I'm thinking when he comes back, my rock band setup is getting fucking chucked out the window here. Yeah.
You had the drums in there.
Yeah, I had the drums. I had the full setup, bro. My boys used to come around. We were a genuine band. I was a band, bro.
What the fuck are you calling that? The Steel Beatles or something? You sound here like Roxanne
in the living room.
I'm crying.
He's actually in tune.
Oh no. Steel Beatles. Oh shit! What were you on, like guitar, bass?
No. So I would always tell. So my mate was called Tad. Yeah. I swear to God, yeah, he used to come over, yeah, and we used to beef because everyone wanted the drums, and
the drums hit different. You had the foot pedal,
yeah,
about boom, 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 boom,
bro.
boom, boom.
And so what would happen is Tab would roll around, and you can have like a career mode in it. So we were obviously the Steel Beatles, and what happens is as you go along in the career mode, the capacity of the shows that you would do would go up, and you would earn more money.
It's like a tour, isn't it? I remember playing.
Yeah, so me and Tab would come around, and we'd be playing it till like 12, and then my dad would come out of the room and be like, "The fuck are you boys still doing up?" Like that, and I'm there like, "Oh my, Tab, we gotta shut that. Yo, cut the show, cut the show, cut the lights, cut the lights."
And would he shout?
No, because my dad never shouted. My dad never shouted, but he came out, he'd be like, "What are you doing still up?" Instantly, I knew, cut the lights. The show's over. The show's over.
The show is over. No
Everyone
encore.
go home. Everybody go.
No encore.
Anyways, so I'm going on a tangent. So now you know about steel wheels. Anyways, so what would happen is my sister used to finesse me, right? Because she knew that no matter what, my dad would never take my side. So what would happen is I'd be sitting down and be like, right, okay, I want to watch Power Rangers. So I'm sitting there, I'm enjoying my life. I'm watching Power Rangers.
How old were you? Because Rock Band was out when we were like 14, bro.
Yeah. No, this is before.
I need an age check.
This is before. I still watch Power Rangers, right? So what would happen is I would sit there, I'd be watching, my sister would come through, she's like, I want to watch Powerpuff Girls. I go, well, you can't watch Powerpuff Girls, I'm watching Power Rangers. She said, if you don't give me that remote and you don't put Powerpuff Girls, I'll tell Dad that you hit me.
Oh my God.
I would go, but I didn't hit you. I'm just watching my show. She'd go, yeah, but Dad's not going to believe you. And I'll go, I'll go, come on, just let me watch Power Rangers, yeah? I shit you not. As soon as I said, let me watch Power Rangers. Ow! Ow! Why have you done that, Cal? Why have you done that? And then you can hear it from the other side of the house, like my dad walking through. I'm there, like, I'm so fucked. As soon as he walked up, I go, what's happened? And my sister's she's crying. Bro, my sister's crying like she's so tapped. Yeah, she's crying. She goes, Callum's just pulled my hair and hit me. And then I'm there like, Dad, I obviously didn't. I'm just laying here watching Power Rangers. Why would I do that? And he goes, go to your room.
Oh no!
I've had to put the remote down. I walked to my room.
Would you ever talk back?
The worst part is I'm sitting in my room, depression. I probably cried a couple times, yeah. But not only that, but I can just hear the Powerpuff Girls in the background. My sister's whacked it on the telly. Pain. Yeah, I've never felt pain like that before. But she used to do it all the time with anything that she wanted. If I went to a shop and used to get crisps. Give me some crisps. I said, no, they're my crisps. I bought them. I told Dad that you whacked me, so I had to go crisps. It was crazy.
Your sister is mad.
Crazy times.
But it's different back in the day. I remember when I used to get like really angry or upset or something happened, get told off. I go up to my room, hang my head out the window, and I'm like, tears, in absolute tears.
I used to walk up to my wardrobe and just my head would bang off it, like, but so that my parents would know that I'm pissed off. They could hear my head banging off the thing. Just nutting it. But bro, life as a kid. If you have a sister, bro, it's a wrap. I'm serious, it's actually a wrap.
Yeah, that sounds wild.
It was painful because
why don't you just like actually just chin her?
Yeah, bro, no, because there would be some times I love WWE, so I used to like practice my wrestling moves, and so I would go to her like, oh, can you please let me do like let's say like the Batista bomb or whatever it was. Like, I would go for the most outrageous ones, right? And so and she'd be like, no, I don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to do it. And I'm there like, come on, I promise you it won't hurt, yeah. And so she's there, and then I'll be like, if you do, I'll give you one of like my chocolate bars or something like that. And so she would be like, okay, fine. So she would always so I would do it, and I would obviously always fuck it up, and she would always end up in pain. She'd start crying, and I go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. But wait, don't tell Dad. You can have both of my chocolate bars. I'm so sorry.
I don't want to meet this Donnie, by the way.
So I would come through. I'll come through with the one chocolate bar, and then sometimes my dad would just be walking through the living room, and he'd be like, why is your sister crying? I'd be like, I don't know. I think she hurt herself. And then my dad knew that I'd done something, and straight to the room. It's done again.
Your dad ever tell you like, I love you, son?
No, I think so. A couple times. But he was a scary guy. Now, me and my dad are like sweet now, and he's sound, but like just as a kid, bro, I couldn't catch a break. I literally couldn't get a break. My mum would know I was getting finessed, by the way. My mum knows I was getting finessed.
Why is like, Mama Airy not coming in with a
She just could be. I think she could be asked. She was there like,
she's
whatever.
Like, fuck this kid, bro.
No, but my mum would back me because I would tell my mum, I'd be like, Mum, you know that I didn't do anything. You know that Megan has just gone and done that just to spin me over.
Megan, huh?
Yeah. What about you and your sister?
Nah, but by the time my sister, I was like, I don't even know how old I was, but it was never to that kind of age. Yeah, you were similar ages. We were not. So yeah, even though when she was crying when she was like 2, and I did want to kick her, I'm not gonna because she was 2.
Yeah, so you didn't want to fancy booting her in the head.
No, maybe she was like 5. Yeah, but that's a big difference.
Was it either your parents like quite strict with you?
Yeah, they were quite strict because my mum was a police officer, so she was really strict anyway.
Really?
Yeah,
like military style.
Not a police officer. She worked for the police. Sorry.
Right.
She worked in like domestic violence.
We've been through that already. Your mum was a handcuffs. Yeah.
But yeah, so she was strict because of that. But nothing too bad. Nothing too crazy.
Did you ever get grounded or anything?
Yeah, all the time.
Really? I never got grounded. That's the one thing they never did. Because I went to international schools, which is essentially it was filled with American kids.
That sounds class.
Right? And they would come into school, I'll be like, yo, Philip, do you want to go, you want to come around my gaff after this?
What about American birds? Were there any American birds in the school?
Well, there was girls at school, yeah. But they would just always be like, oh, I'm grounded. And I'll be like, what?
Wait, how are you getting grounded at the school?
So you can go to school, but then I'll be like, oh, do you want to come to mine afterwards?
Oh,
and they would be like,
this isn't when you were staying at the school. Because remember you went boarding school, didn't you?
No. I'm talking about like when I just lived abroad.
I used to get grounded all the time. I just sweep talk my way out of it. I get grounded for 2 weeks. I'll be out that shit in 2 days.
My parents never grounded me. I just knew when I was in the ropes.
Oh, I did want to ask you. I'm not sure if we spoke about this on the podcast, but someone asked me the other day, and it's coming up now because the Ronaldo and Messi era is about to end. So we'll keep this one short because it's football.
Okay.
Haaland or Mbappe? I said that word. Mbappe.
Haaland or Mbappe?
Haaland or Mbappe? Who you choosing and why?
Okay. Off the bat, I'm choosing Haaland.
Same.
The reason why, okay, is I just feel like when I'm watching him, I look at him, I think this man is a genuine robot. He's giving me like Ronaldo vibes in that sense. Like, I'm watching him and I'm thinking, this dude is a machine.
Yeah.
Not only that, but he is so quick for his size. I can't believe it. I can't believe how fast he is.
Because he's big.
Yeah, you look at him and you go, oh, he sort of just plays like a number 9 up front, holds the ball up. No, this guy is rapid. And his work rate is ridiculous as well. And just watching him play, I'll perfectly honest with you guys, it's either highlights on Reddit or I do watch Champions League.
Yeah.
But then again, it's the same for Mbappe as well.
And he always scores in Champions League. So we're always seeing
his Champions League record is phenomenal. Mbappe as well.
About to overtake Ollie for the highest scoring Norwegian.
Fair enough.
And he'll be number 1.
Mate, he's so sick. But at the same time, Mbappe, he's obviously just bagged a hat trick against Barcelona. I mean, yes, we know Barcelona are a bit on the ropes at the moment, but still doing that in the Champions League. Come on, bro. This is a superstar in the making, if not already, you know? So I rate both of them. I believe them to be the next 2 sort of superstars of our generation. Will they ever live up to like the Ronaldo Messi? Look, I hope so.
But it's very unlikely. But it could happen.
I'd love it to happen.
I think I've read something online where they both need something around 45 goals a season until they're 35.
That's crazy.
Just to match the records.
Bro.
And that is going to be tough.
Ridiculous. And not only that, is that possible in the Premier League? I don't know. I don't know, bro. That's all I'll say is that I would like to see. It's about time the Premier League had the world's best player.
I would like
in the league.
Messi back to City, Ronaldo back to United. Just a couple of seasons or something, man.
I don't think you see Ronaldo back
because Ronaldo, he's gotten on and he is old now.
He finishes at Juventus.
He needs to finish somewhere where he's going to keep banging goals. Yeah. He might not do it in the Prem.
I don't think he needs to come to the Prem, bro. He's done it in the Prem.
He's done it.
I would love it. Mashed up the La Liga, yeah, and now he's at Juventus doing his thing. What I do need to see though, I need to see Messi. I need to see Messi come to the Prem. I need to see him do it.
Or just a different team, man. But most likely the Prem.
Mm-hmm. Go to City. I don't even care.
Yeah, I don't care. He has to go there because they're going to get even better.
Yeah.
But I'll take that if it means I get to see Messi in the Prem. Yeah. You said the same thing.
100%. But in general, I think it's about time that the Premier League had the world's best player playing in our league.
Yes, and I hope
please. Whether that's Mbappe, Haaland, whatever.
I think Haaland is more likely to come to the Prem than Mbappe. For some reason, I feel like Mbappe is. It looks like he just
Real Madrid.
He looks like a Real Madrid player. Yeah. It looks so obvious.
Yeah, it does.
Whereas Haaland, I could see him going to a couple of teams.
It's either Man City, Chelsea.
Yeah, I could see it go there. But the money, Chelsea would be a poor choice, but
if they got the P's, they got the P's. Simple as that.
He could go to any. I could see him go to any of the top Prem sides. Whereas Mbappe, for some reason, I only see him going to like
Real Madrid. Yeah. Who knows? Anyways, look. Just make it happen. The Premier League, come on, let's make it happen. Let's get these top players in the Premier League. We have the best league in the world. Now we need the best player or players in the world here now.
Because we got ballers, but we need
ballers.
We need the best,
the top of the top.
We've got Harry Kane, we've got Salah, we've got De Bruyne, we've got Bruno. but we don't have Messi or Ronaldo.
Bro.
We don't have Mbappe or Haaland.
Yeah.
I'd like one of them. That would be nice,
That
just
would
to
be
finish
tidy.
it off, you know.
So good. But yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's that. And we both agreed Haaland.
Yeah, I would go Haaland. I would put, in terms of who would you rather come to your team right now? Because I'm not gonna lie,
I think I would like Haaland because Mbappe. I don't know, right? I don't know. I feel like with Mbappe, Rashford is obviously not Mbappe level, but and he is really good though. Still, I feel like we've got that kind of player already. Yeah. We don't have a Haaland. We don't have that. We do not have that, and that is exactly what we need. Yeah. Because Martial is honking up the gap, and he's our number 9, and he's just doing nothing, which sucks because he had a good season last season. I hate to see it, but that's who I'd like. Who would you like?
I mean, I'll take any of them, please. Like, we just need at this point, like, we need Champions League. I just want Champions League. Look, just give me Champions League, and then that's fine. But yeah, so there we have it. Talk to me. No, I actually wanted to talk to you about school.
What about it?
Just a little bit, right? I wanted whether there were any stories. Were there any scandals that happened at your school? And guys, I would like it if you could please message in, if you're listening here, watching, whatever it might be. If you could please send in any scandals that happened at your school.
Crazy school stories.
Not necessarily like teacher related or whatever, but you know, even within pupils, was there a madness? Did someone get caught doing a madness? Like, talk to me. What big scandal happened at your school, college, or even uni? I know we got all of them there. Come on, send them in.
I did have a friend that he was one of my best mates during school, and he did end up getting a girlfriend. He ended up banging her in a graveyard.
What's that got to do with school?
I think it was on the way to school or on the way after, something like that. He always used to plunge his
finger blaster. That's probably still gonna get done. Anyways, You
get the idea. He behind the lockers in school.
Right, that's mad. That's a bit out there.
Yeah, I like that though. That's a dangerous game that he's playing.
What, are you into the risky?
Love the idea of it.
Really?
Yeah.
What, to potentially getting caught? Not for me. It's scandal. Okay, so
you got a scandal.
Yeah. I got a scandal. So it was the final week of school. And I would have been. The thing is, in Scotland, I was in S3. So, mate, I was 15. How old? What year is that?
Year 10.
Okay, so I'm in year 10, right? But the people in the final year of school, so like 3 years above me, they it was last week, and it was known that you don't really get no work gets done, nothing happens. So anyway, school's out. We come back in the morning. And it was like a Tuesday, and an assembly was called. Right, I'm thinking, why? Everyone's like, why the hell is there an assembly on a Tuesday? What happened? We all get in. Everyone sat down. Anyways, headmaster's at the front, and he goes, someone in this room has stolen multiple items of value from this school, and everything's what the hell was robbed, right? And he says that all of like the trophies and everything that this school had won in sports and things from the like cabinet in the main hallway was all robbed overnight. But I don't know exactly what it was, but they said it was definitely a pupil that did it. They had CCTV, right? And he was like, I think they knew who it was, and they were like, if you did this, we'd like you to come forward, and we are giving you a chance to come forward before any further action is taken, aka going to the police.
Yeah.
So I think that they knew exactly who it was. Mm-hmm. Anyways, it like a couple days go past, no one's owned up to it yet. Because I'm asking, I was quite comfy with a couple of the teachers, and I was like, yo, has anyone come forward for it yet? And they were like, nope, no one's come forward for it. All this sort of stuff. Anyways, the week goes past, and the school finishes. School's out, you're done. And we're all there like, I wonder what ever happened to the stuff that got robbed. Like, it was trophies, but there was like a lot of like gold and silver, just shit like that. Like, it was a bougie school, in it, so there's just stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then eventually, like a week afterwards, 2 pupils were arrested by the police for for the robbery of it all, and they got done. So they straight up just done them in. And I genuinely think that they knew who it was. I think what their plan was, if the people come forward, won't press charges or anything, and they'll just get an absolute bollocking and maybe like a fine, or or just like have to pay money and obviously return everything.
Yep.
But I guess they never came forward with it. And then a week after, it was going around all the group chats and stuff like, oh, they've been arrested.
Shit.
How mad is that?
That is a belting story. And that was it. They never came back to that school.
I don't know what, look, at the end of the day, they were arrested, whatever, but they could have just got, like, I think maybe what the school did was say, like, well, like, these are the people that, can you arrest them? And just, like, give them, like, a shake up. Make them feel like, oh shit, because I don't know, I just have a feeling they wouldn't want to like bro, they stole like school trophies. If they're really bad people, you're not stealing school trophies, but I think it's more like a serious slap on the wrist to be like, you're going down the wrong path in life here by doing this stuff.
Damn. So, and that was it. They never came back, I guess.
Well, no, it was their last year in school, so that's why they did it. It was they were seniors, or whatever you want to call it. And it was their last year, and it was their last week. And in that last week, you take the piss. What you do is you play pranks on the whole school. That's the whole point. That's what happened at the end of it.
Nick the entire trophy cabinet.
But these lot have nicked it.
I would love to know. You know what? There's a good chance that these two geezers watch some of your stuff, because obviously they would have known that Cal Freezy went to their school. Yeah, lads, if you're watching this, good on you,
mate. It was like, what a bit of drama to end the year on. Yeah. Class.
No, I don't promote that, but that's a class prank.
Yeah.
Except you got arrested, so.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure, like, I never heard anything about it afterwards, and I highly doubt that they actually went down and like did time or whatever it is, but because it's school trophies, it's not that deep. But it was just crazy, and I do think that they called that assembly to be like, if you come forward now, you'll just get a bollocking, and that's it.
Damn, what a bit of drama.
So that was my school scandal. There was like, obviously, like, there was never like a teacher.
Did you ever get expelled or anything?
No, I almost did. I think I might have told this story on here once before, but I'll go through it quickly. It was at the time when I started getting quite a lot of like followers and stuff on Twitter, and this guy was really pissing me off at school. It was just annoying. It was like one of them. It was just like a weird, the weird kids at school, and he was just constantly jarring me out. And I was there like, right, okay. So I tweeted, can everyone tweet this guy's? Can everyone text this guy and tell him he's just annoying me? Like, I can't remember what the message was that I asked him to send. Anyways, I said that at the end of school, and then I came in the next day, and I was dragged into the office, and they were like, Thingy's mum came in. We'll call him Steve. Steve's mum come in, absolutely losing her head. And I was really, me and my like head of year were really close. The teacher. So she just like, she was like, yo, like, she's fuming. She's going like to the top of the school to go and like essentially try and get you expelled. And I was there like, you gotta be kidding me. And she was like, yeah, they managed to get into his bank account and XYZ, all this sort of stuff. And I was literally there just like, yo, this went way too far.
That is such bullshit, though.
I think it was massive waffle. How are you getting in just from a phone number?
What a waffler. His mum is a Karen.
Yeah. Oh, massive Karen. And anyways, I was on the ropes a little bit, and then the headmaster took me into his office, and he was literally there just like, what happened? What's the story? And I told him, I was like, I'll put this story on. And back then people didn't really understand social media, especially Twitter. So he was just there like, what? Like, whatever. Just leave. Just don't do it again. And he just boot me out. Like
School kids' mums they're freaks,
different,
mate.
Bro.
They're freaks.
Different.
They're just weird.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I get it. It's your kid.
You ever get expelled?
But no one really cares.
You ever get expelled?
No.
You close to it? Other than that, I was pretty much really sound at school.
Don't think I even came close. I don't think so.
How'd you do in your GCSEs and stuff?
Bang average. Really? Only a star I got was in drama.
Ooh, you little dramatic queen, you.
But I did belt it. Yeah, I actually used to perform in front of the entire school.
Really? Were you in school plays?
All of them.
I love that, bro.
From year 10 and 11. And we used to do like 2 a year. Yeah. Whole school come in and sit down in the...
Did you love it?
Yeah, it was class.
Really? I never had you down as the guy to be doing drama at school, bro.
Loved it. Loved acting. It was good. And then I used to be an extra all the time on Waterloo Road. That was fun.
What? Hold on a second. You were what? You were an extra on Waterloo Road?
All the time. All the time.
Where can people find you?
In most episodes in probably around season 4 and 5.
No
Try and
way.
think back. Try and think back to when I was like 15, 16 and think what seasons were out then. It was after the season where the kid with a gun does up the thing.
Does up a Mazza?
Well, I met one of the main characters from Waterloo Road, like the little kid who's called like Denzel or something. I can't remember what his name was in the show. On a PlayStation Move shoot, because I was a model for PlayStation Move when it came out.
What?
Yeah, and this is the craziest thing. So
This is nuts.
It's like PlayStation Move is similar to the Wii.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it was just coming out.
I remember
And they needed a bunch of kids to come in and take photos. It's on billboards all across the
Yeah.
country. So we took the photos and stuff. They changed my skin color to
What?
black.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So we got the thing back. We got the pictures, and I'm just like, where am I? And I'm like, I was sat there, and I'm black.
Where? What?
Mother's life.
It weren't the lighting or anything.
No, they just literally, like, even my hair color was different. Just like they edited so much shit, and I was like, whoa. Possibly might be able to find it.
If we can find it, we'll put it on the screen now.
I'll try my best to find it. I was really gassed about that because it was my first modeling gig kind of thing. I wasn't expecting to do any modeling. I'd signed up for acting.
Yeah.
But they just said, look, you look the part. And I went there, met the Waterloo Road kid. It was like 5 of us.
Yeah.
And yeah, they changed me to black in the final edit. I'm going to try and find it. It's going to be really hard to find.
Yeah.
This must have been when I was like 15, 14.
That is crazy. So you were in a PlayStation Move. Was it an ad or just pictures?
It was like a billboard ad.
Yeah.
To like, yeah.
Mental. And then so when you're saying you're the extra in Waterloo Road,
Yep.
What are you just like walking around in the back? Or like,
all
how
the
does
time.
it work?
Sometimes I'll get paid more because I'd be like an extra that gets pushed around.
Wait, so you're like getting bullied in the corridor?
There was one where I got bullied for looking like Justin Bieber or some shit. I also used to get paid extra to be George Sampson's body double.
No way.
If you know who he is.
How much are you getting for this?
So you used to get 45 quid, I'm pretty sure, for each time you would go. And here's how it worked. You would go, and you would go at like 8 in the morning, and you would come back at 4, kind of like a normal school day. And it was filmed at a school, right?
Yeah.
But a school that was no longer functioning because it was Waterloo Road set. And it was like 30 minutes away from my house. Mum would take me there, drop me off. We'd all go in. You sit in a room until like for 3 hours until they're ready for you. And you'd be in a room with about 40 girls, schoolgirls.
Yeah.
And
all your age?
And 2-3 guys.
Why?
Because no guys came. It was a gold mine.
What? So you were barking off. You were hitting them with the left, right, left, good night.
It was my time.
You
and
really?
It really evolved me into the man I am today.
The confidence you must have had. Like you're chilling there, hella girls just cutting about.
So many. And this was when I was entering my school prime.
Yeah.
Finally going from a neat to someone who can hold a conversation physically.
Nice.
It was unreal. And
so wait, why are there? I don't understand why there's no guys there.
I don't know either, but there was never any guys. Maximum 4 to 5.
I reckon they must have just not casted
and obviously,
any guys.
when you get there, because there's literally no guys, you just sit on the table with the guys and be like 4 of you, and then there would every other table, all girls.
So
like a cafeteria almost.
Yeah. So anyways, you're in this room, and what, you just stay in there until they call you? And are you all coming out at once? And then what, you line in the corridors?
Sometimes they'll come in and they'll look about and they'll be like, we need a certain look. Or sometimes they'll just be like, we need all of you to walk through the corridors, so they'll take everyone. Different scenarios need different people.
Mad.
Yeah.
And were the main characters in the show treated like gods? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, were the people that was that you were chilling with were like, oh my god, there's XYZ, there's XYZ?
I think so. We used to talk to them as well. Some of them were quite nice, but they weren't like royalty. They were only getting paid like 300 quid a show, some of them.
Yeah.
Which is not a lot of money in TV,
no, of course.
is it?
No,
but
no.
A lot of them were younger, but there was a lot of them were like 25-year-olds playing 16-year-olds because that's how they normally do it.
Yeah.
But it was really good to you.
That's crazy, bro. I can't believe that. What a revelation on the Fellas podcast.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, bro. What a life experience that was. And how come you didn't sort of like go down that route?
I don't know why. I also had a audition where they called me up. They was like, look, we got a film for you, and you're really very strong contender for the part just based on the way you look. You just need to go for the audition. Yeah. You ever heard of the band Stone Roses?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were making a film about them when they were younger.
Right.
So,
you were going to be one of them, but younger.
Yeah, so they were like, right, you need to play the part of one of the Stone Roses members as a kid.
Yeah.
And yeah, you look great. we just need you to come in and do an audition and show that you can act. I was like, that's no problem. So I've told my mum, and she's like, no, we're going Turkey.
What?
Yeah. And I'm like, but mum, just let me stay with Anthony's, whatever, and I'll just go. She's like, no, we're going Turkey. And I'm like, mum, you're killing me.
No way.
I was like, I will get this part. And she just weren't having it. And I never went.
Oh, mate, that is heartbreaking. Did you not tell them, yo, I'm away at Turkey. Is there any other time I can do
I'm
this
pretty
audition?
sure we did, and it couldn't work. It was like, you either come or you don't.
Yeah. Oh, mate, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah,
you could have been a superstar.
I was gutted. Well,
you are now. I mean, you're on the Fellas podcast.
In my sixth form, there was a girl who it was called Olivia Cook. There was 2 drama classes. She was in the other drama class. She was really good.
Yeah.
She was better than me for sure. She's now in Steven Spielberg films and all sorts.
Really?
Yeah, she was in Ready Player One.
Oh, yeah?
She was the girl, the love interest. She was the...
No way!
Yeah, she was the girl in Ready Player One. And she's a really good actor.
Actress.
I don't know if that's...
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's just actor.
It's just actor.
They don't like actress, do they?
Oh, no. Do they not?
I don't think so.
I hope I don't get cancelled for that. Anyways.
But yeah, that's a bit of interest. That's interesting.
Mate, that's crazy. What a story that is. What a life.
Yeah, and I'm... Off the top of my head, I can't remember if I've done anything else.
Question, would you like to go back into acting? Would you go back into acting at all?
Possibly. If they give me a good role for something.
That would be sick.
Then I could do it.
Little Star Wars number, how about that?
Oh, well, we're going to Star Wars.
Would you be an extra in Star Wars?
I'd take an extra role in Star Wars all day.
Yeah, bro, that's class.
I knew a girl that was an extra in Star Wars. She was a stormtrooper.
You fancied the shit out of her.
I swear to God I didn't. She was a good-looking girl, but...
She posted an Instagram picture of her dressed up in a little stormtrooper outfit, and you were like, yeah.
No, because all the stormtroopers in the films, there's no, like, female stormtroopers, really. Okay. The normal ones.
Yeah.
So, I didn't, it wasn't...
That's mad, though.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Crazy story, crazy times.
So if anyone does want to hire Chip for their movie or their documentary, whatever the hell you guys are
it's going to cost a lot of money.
Yeah, the bag is now serious because the Fellas is...
global.
But international,
I'll
baby.
come do your little short films or whatever if you need me. But get your parents to get that wallet out.
Yeah.
Or that purse. But yeah, there you go. That's that story. I'm just trying to think if there was any more auditions and stuff that I went for off the top of my head, and I can't remember if there is. But yeah, that was the main stuff. That was it.
Sick, man. That is dope. All right, cool. Well, we have got one last ad. You guys will be glad to know. But let's have a little look-see here. Here we go. Okay. Wah.
Borat. Wah. You're like a cocky butcher. Bing bong, bing bong, bing.
What was that?
You don't know from Borat where he starts doing his little tunes.
Yeah.
You know when he goes into the hood and he meets the guys. And they're all like, you gotta pull down your pants. Yeah. And he's like, you're like a cockaboo check. I love a cockaboo check. Bing bong, bing bong, bing. It's a class moment.
Oh, the latest Borat. What did you think to the latest?
I've not watched it.
You haven't watched the latest one?
No, you know why I didn't watch it? Because I swear, I think you told me it wasn't as good as the first, and it kind of put me off. It's never gonna be though.
No, because the shock factor you get in the first one, no one had ever seen it like that.
Yeah.
But to be fair, the second one is still good, and it's just outrageous the fact that it's real.
What's it called? The Borat 2. Do you remember when they sent Borat down the River Thames?
Yes, bro, as a big inflatable or whatever. That was part of it, part of their marketing stuff. Yeah. But yeah, mate. No, the second Borat's mate. It's just it's crazy. Like he is like a genius. He's Sacha Baron Cohen is genuinely a genius.
Do you remember Bruno,
that Ali G. Like the guy's just
there's some good characters, man. He's phenomenal. He's good at that shit.
Anyways, guys, let's get on to the final ad read. Anyways, guys, guess what, Chip? The homies are back. They're back in business. It's Babbel, baby.
Babbel, by the way, if you're watching this, Babbel, I do want to use Babbel. Can I get a free?
No, we've got that for you.
We've got that for you. Because I think I do deserve a free one here.
No, 100%, bro. And especially since now that we finally know that the restrictions are getting lifted on traveling, we now have dates for it.
Yeah.
We can now start learning languages.
Tokyo on the cards, baby.
Tokyo's on the cards, but lots of languages that we can now properly go and learn because, when traveling...
Use them to our advantage.
Absolutely. So anyways, guys, learning a new language is our opportunity to make deeper connections with other people, and we can all benefit from more connection at the moment. Absolutely. Do you want to start feeling like you're making progress for the next holiday? That's exactly what I was just saying right there, is the fact that, look, guys, there is light at the end of the tunnel. wherever you're going, whether that be Spain, France, Italy, wherever it is, you can start learning those languages now. So, get to work. Anyways, Babbel teaches you real life conversations and you learn through interactive dialogues, which is super important, by the way, guys. Speech recognition technology helps you to improve your pronunciation and accent. I'm not going to do the impression again. Lessons are lovingly created by over 100 language experts. Guys, that means it's real people. This isn't just robots. There's genuine human input into this stuff. And it's not by a translation machine. So you learn useful vocabulary and not meaningless phrases. Amen. Babbel has recently launched their own learning podcast as well. So if you guys are listening on Spotify, Apple, all that stuff, you can guys go check out their stuff after this. But yeah, if you guys want to, you can choose from 14 different languages. Obviously, we've got Spanish, French, Italian, and German. We love that. The teaching method has been proven to be effective across multiple studies, which is fantastic. And then last but not least, of course, guys, Babbel is available as an app or online. Because I know there's some people out there that prefer everything on the phone. So, they're just, you can have that
device
on there. But it's also good because if you are going through it on the phone, it'll also sync up so that if you jump on your computer, it'll also be synced up there and it's got all your progress and everything.
Technology, man.
We love it. Anyways, guys, if that does interest you, and by the way, it should, because you can now spend some time brushing up on some languages before you finally go abroad. You guys can have 6 months free with a purchase of 6 month subscription with the promo code FELLAS. That's babbel.co.uk/play. Use the promo code FELLAS on your 6 month subscription. So enjoy, guys. Like I said, it's so important, and not only that, but it's so attractive.
It is.
We've been through 1,000. I'm not gonna go into it again, but it's just so attractive.
Well,
anyways, we've got some stuff that's been sent in now, guys. We really appreciate everyone that has been sending in celebrity encounters, all that sort of good stuff. But today we have brought back some relationship advice.
Yes, we have. I do need a piss.
You need a Waz? Yeah. All right. We're gonna take a Waz.
Hit me.
Right,
I can see your phone, and it looks like you got a big story there for me.
I have got a big story here for you, actually, Chip.
So, relationship advice. Let's have
it. We're back in business, baby. Oh, yeah. I haven't done that in a while. What do you
These
want?
piss breaks, they do something different to them, man.
They do. All right, anyways, here we go. This is from a Felita. By the way, guys, we have noticed there are a lot more Felitas in the DMs with some incredible stories. Felitas, do not be shy. Please bring through your stories. It is fantastic to have a female's perspective on these sort of things. Not only that, but the fellas do appreciate it as well, because at the end of the day, we're all exposing secrets from both sides of the pond.
Yeah.
Here.
I love that we have such a good, like a quite high percentage female audience.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when we first started this, I thought it was going to be more male dominant because we used to play FIFA, we had male audience. But in fact,
there's some
the
ballers in here.
Felitas have turned up and started kicking ball.
Mate, the Felitas have the best stories, so let's run into this one.
Yeah, let's go.
Here we go. Her name is Stephanie. Stephanie said, "Hey fellas, wanted your opinion on a situation. I was in a 3-year relationship. We broke up before lockdown and lost contact before he messaged me on my birthday. Vintage.
Yep, classic.
He ended up coming to mind with a present before telling me about this new girl he's been seeing. First of all, very bizarre.
Hold the phone. Jesus
Very
Christ.
weird. Why would you do that?
That gives me Turkish market vibes.
Right, okay. No idea what that's got to do with it. I already knew this because she posted photos with him on my birthday and she had been stalking my Insta. We ended up porking and he told me that she was a terrible pork.
Wait, so he's gone and told his ex that his new bird is a terrible pork.
And they've porked. He's cheated on her.
Wait, is he with a new girl?
Yeah, I think so. Or maybe not actually. Maybe he's just
her.
saying he's seeing her. Okay, fine.
Okay, so
he's seeing her. Okay, my bad. I jumped the gun there.
Would you say it's cheating?
No. I mean, if you're no. Until you're boyfriend and girlfriend, yeah, it's not. We ended up porking. He told me that she was a terrible pork. I met her, and she was drunk a few weeks later when he was with her, but he messed us both. He sacked us both off before inviting me the next day. I don't really understand that bit there. She's worded that very poorly. A few weeks passed, and he's telling me he's in love with me when he's drunk, but he's not broke it off with the girl that he's seeing yet.
Well, of course, we're in a 3-year relationship, so...
Yeah.
That's not like...
No. He was in a 3-year relationship with this girl.
Wait.
So
Wait.
okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Why do I
it can be tough. All right. I'll make this simple. Ex-girlfriend.
Yep.
Donnie brings a present to the ex-girlfriend's house.
How long was he with the ex-girlfriend?
3 years.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah, 3 years. And then he's also got a new bird, but he porks the ex-girlfriend, right? While he's seeing that other girl, whatever.
Yep.
That's where we're at.
Okay, got you.
But every time he's drunk, he's telling her that, you know, he likes the ex-girlfriend again. But he's not broke it off with the one that he was seeing. Anyways, she, the ex-girlfriend, went away and slept with a random person who left massive marks on my neck. Now, I'm only assuming when she said that we're talking hickeys here, because if there's anything else, report that. Do what you need to do.
Sure.
But by the sounds of it, she's talking about it calm. I'm gonna go off the basis that it's hickeys here. She's left massive marks on my neck that were noticeable to him. He called me when I was away, and he told me that the bird that he was seeing ended up getting with his best mate in front of him.
My dog.
And he went and called her a massive sket. Right? So my man's just having a huge stinker here, by the way. He saw the marks on my neck and cut things off, saying he couldn't forgive me. And she wants to know, am I in the wrong? No.
This guy is tapped.
So what happened? Look, let me explain. My man, he thought he could have the best of both worlds. He thought he could. What is it when you say have the cake and eat it? Something like that. He thought he could have both.
Well, why would you not eat the cake if you had it?
Okay. Pretend I didn't say that, Chip. Right? Look, he wanted the best of both worlds. He wanted to be able to see this girl and pork his ex.
Yeah.
Right? And then his ex goes, all right, that sounds good to me. I'll pork my ex too, and I'll go and just pork some random geezer. All of a sudden, the fella ain't happy with that. As soon as you do it, he's not happy. But when you were doing it,
guys are you know what? Guys are weird.
Yeah.
Like, there are a lot of guys, and I'm not speaking for, I know majority of the fellas, or maybe every single one of the fellas, is a completely normal, down-to-earth, handsome, respectable, funny guy. And that's just the fellas. However, there are a lot of guys out there that are weird. They act weird in DMs. They're weird with women. They're so self-absorbed. That is just how, like, I see a lot of guys are.
And if you see those guys, don't entertain them. Keep it moving.
You know what? Here's a good example, right? If you've ever had a girlfriend or you've been seeing someone and she allows you to see DMs.
I mean, I saw this crazy TikTok, yeah? This girl was sitting on the tube. Donnie was sitting opposite. Hood on. Just had his bag in front of him. Yeah. But his bag had, like, cricket team, like school cricket team, or like university cricket team,
that is
whatever. So then what she's done is she gone home, searched up the uni's cricket team, looked at the latest year, not there. She started going back through all the years of the cricket team.
And this wait, is this a guy you knew?
No. I'm just saying I saw this TikTok.
Oh, sorry, carry on.
She was saying like, oh, and anyway, she goes through all these years of it, and it's like, this is the guy right here.
Yeah.
Finds him,
adds him,
then takes his thing, goes on to Instagram, manages to find his Instagram, boom, messages him, yo, saw you on the tube today, thought you were cute or whatever. And I'm there like, look, I rate the effort, but
that's
if weird. A guy done that to a chick,
you're so right, man.
It's weird and creepy.
Weird. It's so right. Like, if a girl does it, oh yeah, that's, you know, it's cute, it's cool, like, blah blah blah, whatever, you know, go get your dick, queen. That's what everyone will be saying. Essentially. But guy does it,
it's weird.
And I guess that's because most guys are weird and they've imprinted this fucking weird shit on everyone now. Yeah. Guys can't do anything like that now because they'll just think you're a creep.
Creepy.
Because guys, for the most part, a lot of them
are strange.
A high percentage are weird, yeah. Which is unfortunate because me, right here, Triple Crimes, I'm a great and respectful man.
All right. Anyways, here we go. So this guy is talking a little bit about our one of the bits of advice that we gave on our clip about Tinder profiles and how to have a good Tinder profile. Do you remember we did that? Anyways,
Yes.
he said, I was listening to the fellas podcast and you guys said that if a woman has their picture, their profile picture in a group, it's immediately an L. So group profile pictures is an L on Tinder. Right?
What if a woman has that?
Yeah, so it's like her and loads of mates.
Yeah, it's
You're
not,
there like
yeah, I would
it's,
agree.
it's
I
an
would
L.
agree. I would
That
agree.
as being the main one, that's an L. Does that apply to men also? He's asking.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course it
because
does.
as you can see from my profile, I'm looking at it now. He is in a group picture. He's like, I don't have a solo picture, but I have a group picture with all my mates. But that doesn't stop me because I'd be shooting my shot to girls like crazy. It doesn't matter if they are 10s or 9s. I just shoot. I probably went like 0 and 10 in DMs that I've sent. But do you guys think that the reason they don't reply or air me is because I have a group photo as my main photo?
Yeah. Now, he's got the right attitude and the right game plan. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
100%.
Pele said that. Now, did Pele say that? Who knows? Anyway, yes. You don't have your main... Like, what?
Mate,
how old is the guy?
Pick, bro, I don't know. No, let's
say he's 20.
Yeah.
Why so have you gone through 20 years of life? Okay, that's like
pick.
nearly 7,000 days alive, and you're not got a solo pick. Is your mum never snapped you in MAGA?
Yeah. Your mum snapping you in MAGA. Yeah. It's true though.
How have you not got a solo pick?
You have a solo pick. The thing is you're insecure. Now, my friend, what you have to do is you have to get over that. You say, this is me. And look, if a chick don't want me for this, and if I go 0 and 10 with the solo picks as well, that's fine. At least I went 0 and 10 as a solo pick with my head held high. Yeah. Right now, you're moving like a bitch.
Yeah, bro.
With your profile pic with all your group. No, man up. Get a nice picture. Make sure it's nice. Not too glad. And do not make your profile picture one of them ones. You know how some guys and girls do it as well, where they're like their whole face is covered. They're like this.
No.
Boom, like this, like you're doing some fucking drug deal.
Just firm it. No. Get up there. Stand up against the wall like this, baby girl. Oh, bloody hell. Just give him a little something. You know?
Oh my god! If you guys could see what Chip's doing right now, it is disgraceful.
If you listen on Spotify, I'm dropping a couple pauses. Just hit him with a little.
Jesus Christ.
You know,
this man is definitely still a virgin. Right. Okay. But anyways, he said, which is weird because in brackets he says, I have to add, I have a high self-esteem, but the reason I don't take pictures by myself is because in my eyes, I look clapped and I'm just an unphotogenic guy. So first of all, you don't have high self-esteem because you think you look clapped.
Yeah.
Second of all, I promise you, fella, if you have to become at peace with how you look, right? And if you don't like how you look and it's something that you can actively change in terms of going to the gym, if that's something that you feel whatever, then go to the gym, make these improvements on yourself that you can do.
Skincare routine.
If you want to have a skincare, whatever it might be, take a bit of pride in yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there you go. But yes, no, long story short, don't have group profile pics, whether you're a guy or a girl.
Yeah.
Simple as that. All right, next up. Advice required, and this is from a fella named
Paulo.
Paulo. Never heard Paulo. So I'm single fella, looking to maybe pork a few felitas while I'm at uni. We love that for you, Chief. Problem is, I don't see any felitas anymore because obviously we can't go out. What's the best way to slide into someone's DMs that you know, or the best message to reply to one of their stories of them looking hot? P.S. Can't wait for the Grealish trim.
Thank you, King. It's very much close to making a return. I saw a good one recently. Our friend Ben Morris posted on his story that a girl had sent him, and it was, I think you might have seen this, it's the Nintendo logo, but they take the first part of it, Nin, then they post you send that bit, and then you send a picture of them, which is the 10. And then you send the next bit, which is the dough. And it's just,
that is a good one.
Yeah, if you can just come, even though it's been done before, if you can make them laugh off the bat and or just gas them up a little bit, it's just a good start.
Just come in with something original. Yeah. And by the way, guys, don't, if a chick is posting like a nice picture of them, don't just go in with the, you look so good here, wow, you're beautiful, blah, blah, blah. That's dry. Yeah. Creativity is key. Come up with something interesting. And also, this is a terrible one. Yeah. If a chick posts a picture, right, and let's say there's something in the background. Let's say maybe the bed's a bit messy or there's something on the floor. Don't reply saying your bed's messy. or nice messy bed or shit like that.
Nice messy bed.
No, because they think they're being funny by not focusing on the obvious thing, which is her selfie or her picture. So they think, oh, this will be hilarious. I'm going to comment on the fact that her bed's messy. No, that's fucking dry and it's shit. Think of something interesting. That Nintendo thing, interesting. To be fair, it's a bit out of date now, but when people used to say like, oh, I'm moving into your DMs, they would just post pictures of furniture in DMs and be like, oh, don't mind me, I'm just moving into your DMs.
That is good. I've never seen that one.
Yeah, so there you go. So there's one. There's lots of different ways, but don't like, if you think something is like, you'll be like, oh, this will be really good. Chances are it's been done 100 times. So you've got to be really creative with it.
If you can get creative with it and figure out your own...
It hits different.
Yeah, you're going to be swimming in...
What will they be swimming in?
They will be swimming in a sea of beautiful women. And they will all be vibing, bathing suits with him. Mm-hmm. But everyone will have a float and a harness on because the sea is a dangerous place.
Okay. Next up, this one is from...
and that's on Jar. This
is from Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho messaged in. He said...
Ronaldinho.
Yeah.
He asked me to... he once got a... Well, I once got a brand... offer from whoever's Ronaldinho's agent is or whatever the fuck, and it's like, Ronaldinho has made his own mobile app game and we'd love for you to work on it, we really like your stuff. And I was like, all right, okay, what's the money? They were like, Ronaldinho is going to add you on the game and send you a video message.
Oh my god, bro.
And I was
they took the piss. If I'm not hearing 6 figures, I don't want to hear it, bro. I know Ronaldinho's got a bag, so
this Donny went to prison and played football with a chicken. All right.
Yeah, literally.
And you know what? That Ronaldinho prison stuff was mad. He was like kicking ball and just doing madness at the prison.
Yeah. And he got away because he's so loved over there.
That is one of the you know what? Speaking of that, that's one of the craziest. I know you want to say this, but that's one of the craziest celebrity prison stories ever. Ronaldinho genuinely went to prison for an extended period of time for someone that famous over the fact that he tried to enter a country with a illegal passport. You would think someone like Ronaldinho would have that, if this Ronaldo wouldn't be going to prison over this.
No.
Neither would Messi. You would think Ronaldinho would not go to prison for this. It'd be a slap on the wrist. It's like, you're Ronaldinho,
Yeah, it's true.
Celebrities get away
and
with
just
shit
because they have good lawyers.
Yeah, look at what Marcus Alonso got away with.
Okay. Right,
that's all I'll say, but you get my point.
Yeah.
But every picture I saw of Ronaldinho in prison looked like the guy was just vibing, man.
But he was relatively lucky in the sense that, like, because when you go in there, people think like, oh, it's a celebrity, now we're gonna fuck him up.
The thing is,
but he's so loved.
No one will touch Ronaldinho.
Loved. Like he's like the king.
The king. You won't touch him. You won't touch him.
Which fair enough.
I bet there will probably be one knobhead in there giving him a tough time.
There was once to try
but then you've got everyone else like, you don't touch Ronnie, mate.
Yeah.
You don't touch Ronnie.
He's a goat.
Hard as nails.
Yeah. No, it's true. That is a pretty wild story. Here we go. So this one is from Ronaldinho, and he said, firstly, your advice on getting out of the friend zone is top class. We love this, by the way. People sending in almost updates on how things have gone based on things that we've said.
Yeah, there's been a couple updates.
So we go, Ronaldinho got back to us, and he said, I fancied my best friend, but she didn't feel the same. I dated another girl and cut her off. Sorry, let me start that again. I fancied my best friend and she didn't feel the same.
Yeah.
So I went and dated another girl and cut the best friend off.
Very smart.
A month later, she was hitting on me and came to my house crying about how she wanted to be with me. I lost my virginity to her that night.
My dog. That is
toxic as fuck.
Yeah, I love that.
He said, I've been out of the dating game for a little over a year. Girls aren't the same as they used to be. They're into TikTok and shit, which I'm not a fan of. How do I get back into the game? What's your advice for dating older women? Older women, Chip.
Older women.
We've spoken. You told your story in a previous podcast about you being with an older woman. But what would be your advice? I think you've got to go to places where there are old women. I'm talking jazz bars. I'm talking bars. I'm talking don't go to the uni clubs. Don't go clubbing. Clubbing, you're not going to find
Switch
it.
Up.
Bars.
You need to go to bars where there's going to be older women.
Yeah.
And there's always going to be a couple cougars there. Always. Because there's always women that love younger guys.
I feel like one of the biggest keys at older women is just confidence. If you walk up to them, hey, how are you, blah, 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 they're feeling a vibe.
Because they probably don't normally get that. Because older men they become a bit more mature. It's a little bit more chill.
They ain't got the stamina in the locker.
Yeah, but if you just rock up like, what's up, baby? It's me, CJ. And then the GTA music, you know, when you finish a mission. Bing, bing. For San Andreas, anyone?
Anyone? No. Anyways, there you go. Yeah, go to the places where it actually is. Okay, this is class. Okay, I don't know if you remember, we actually asked for a few plot twist stories as well. Ooh. And we got a fantastic plot twist story.
Oh, hit me, baby.
Here we go. And this one is from a Felita, and her name is Marnie. Is that a real name? I don't know.
How about Mikasa?
Wait.
Mikasa.
I swear that's an anime.
Don't speak too much, brother. You're talking too much.
All right, cool. Hi, lads. Felita here. This is a story that took place last year and is highly embarrassing for me. It started when I went on a walk, and a lad who I recognized walked past me. Let's call him Owen. I found Owen extremely attractive, but never thought of it as I've never spoken to him before.
What a shite name.
Next day comes around, and I go out with a few of my mates to this open party type thing.
She found Owen attractive. Is that what you said?
Yeah. She found Owen attractive.
So we went to a party.
Yeah. We see another group of girls who are a bit older than us, but we were all friends with them, and we end up chilling with their group and all getting a bit drunk together for the rest of the night. It got cold, and some of the older girls had blankets, so we all gathered in a circle, and I especially shared my blanket with a girl called, well, let's call her Mia.
Mia.
We then started talking about people who we thought were attractive. Me, thinking nothing of it, decided to mention Owen and how I'd seen him the other day before and how I found him very attractive.
Owen's there, right?
No, Owen's not there.
Oh, okay.
Owen's not there. However, it was not just that. I started a 5-minute uninterrupted rant about this boy, drilling in about how attractive he was to the group of girls. I even went into explicit detail. Shit. At this point, I have about 15 girls not speaking a word as my mouth is vomiting out these words. When I finally stop talking, everyone is silent. You can sense the tone of the room. I turn to look at the Mia girl that I was sharing with the blanket with to seek comfort, but I got the opposite. I watched as her mouth spoke the words, "Owen is my boyfriend." My mouth dropped as I wanted to pass away. I had just ranted explicitly about how good looking this boy was to his girlfriend and all of her friends.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
What a twist!
What the fuck? That is a belter. Wow, that's just blew my socks off. That could be a Steven Spielberg film.
Mate, that was phenomenal. Listen here,
I need to know more, though. Is there any more?
Yes. Guys, fear
Come
not.
on, Mikasa.
This Felita, by the way, has
Mikasa.
come in with an incredible story. Not only that, but written it out really well. Like, you need to really think about a career in writing because you've done that really well.
That was good. I enjoyed that.
But there's some extra info. And I love this. We always love it. Like, you know, at the end of the movie, and then there's the credits about what happened to everyone.
Post-credit scene. Like, yeah.
Post-credit scene. We've got that.
Come on, baby.
It gets better, though. Long story short, 6 months later, Owen and Mia broke up. And Owen slipped into my DMs, and we've been seeing each other for the past 3 months. Oh! A round of applause for that woman, please.
Wow.
BTS Alex, come on now, fella.
That is what the... Oh, my Lord, have mercy. I'm about to bust. That is a great story.
That is fantastic, isn't it?
That might be one of the best stories we've had on this show.
The best story we've had on this show.
Wow.
So big shout out to you. As always, we keep these things anonymous, but your name was referred to as Mikasa.
Mia, you took an L, bro.
Mia took the fattest L.
You shared that blanket with this woman.
You know what's crazy, is I can feel myself being there, and it's just mad quiet. All of her mates are there, just like
energy where it just drops, and everyone's like, nah.
And the problem is she's so into already. She's mid rant and speech about how peng this Donnie is.
It's one of those moments where if you were sat next to her, you'd try and nudge her.
But the problem is that the person sitting next to her was the girlfriend. She was never gonna nudge her. Yeah,
she's just sat there like, yeah, it's my boyfriend. But at that point, you can't be. You've just got to firm it. Like, she's just gassed up your boyfriend.
It sounds like she did firm it.
And it's pretty obvious she didn't know. So it'd be very. you'd be a bit of a knob to really
be mean at
to
her.
be really pissed off. You'd actually be a bit of a knob.
But
she obviously
to be
didn't mean
fair,
it.
though, it depends how explicit it was. It depends how, because she said it was explicit.
Not even, because she obviously just didn't know. And
it's true. It's true.
And if you've got a brain on you, you're just gonna think, yeah, this is mad, but at the same time, she doesn't know.
If anything, you could argue it's a compliment that you
Massive
had
compliment.
secured. She thinks your boyfriend's in effect.
But then she's just gone and secured the lad anyway, so nah, fuck it.
She's took the man off your hands and said, nah, you stink.
She shared the blanket and took the man.
Oh, I love that. All right, here we go. This one isn't so much for relationship advice. It's just a really nice DM that we received from a Felita, so I thought I'd read it out. It said, your podcast is my comfort show. I'm in a really bad place and listening. It helps me distract myself from overthinking. This sounds cringe, but it's the truth. So thank you so much. I thought it was really nice. And I know there's a lot of other people out there that are probably feeling sort of similar vibes right now. And just as I wanted to read it out because I feel like other people should know that there's other people in the world going through the same shit.
Light at the end of a tunnel now, though. We know that the UK is on the way out of this absolute depression. And it's going to be great times coming up for everyone. So I think having dates now for everything that's happening. We've got 3 stages.
There's a real roadmap.
We've got like 3-4 dates, and we know, there's light at the end of the tunnel now.
Exactly.
I'm excited.
And I wanted to leave the podcast on that note. I think we've had a good podcast here.
We talked a lot Steel Beatles was my personal highlight.
The Steel Beatles.
I will be trying to convince Carl that we need a Steel Beatles merch.
Let's do it. If you guys want the Steel Beatles merch, we will go and create the Steel Beatles merch.
I can't believe it. That was so good.
Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, Chippo, tell them, what do they need to do?
If you are watching on YouTube, make sure to go and follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Helps us out more than you think, even if you don't want to listen on there. Just drop us a follow. If you're listening on Spotify and Apple, come and subscribe on YouTube. You can come see our beautiful faces, me and Alex. Oh, and Cal as well. But yeah, it's a pleasure to have you here as always, Cal.
Just quickly, big news. 80k on TikTok. Can we get it to 100k? We're so close. We've appreciated all the love. BTS Alex has been smashing out the TikToks. Go ahead, check it out over there. Not only that, but we'd love for our Instagram to follow that. We're on 70k on Instagram. Let's get this stuff to 100k, because once you hit 100k, you're a G. You know what I mean? Like, your shit is serious.
Yeah, that's when you're certified.
Yeah, certified.
And
exactly.
this podcast isn't certified right now because you haven't got us to 100k. So let's do it.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for listening, watching, whatever you guys are doing. Much love. See you guys on the next episode. Peace.